What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse. I'm Kevin Partner Quad.
Yeah.
I'm J-Man. New specs for the J-Man.
Look at them specs.
Look at that shit. Like this video if you like J-Man's new specs. I do. I hope I do. I fucking picked them out. They were expensive. On this edition of the Pro Wrestling Pulse, we're going to give you our WWE Royal Rumble 2013 preview. Obviously, one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. And this one has a special added little flavor to it with a lot of intriguing things going on here. And obviously, this massive WWE Championship match that is going to be on this card. And with the unpredictability and everything that happens throughout this pay-per-view and the Royal Rumble match, obviously, it just feels like there's something else a little bit to this. There's things here and there. Obviously, in the Royal Rumble might get some crazy shit going on. You never know. It could happen there. It could not happen. We don't really know. It's the unpredictability of the Royal Rumble. It's always there. And it's always one of the most exciting pay-per-views of the year, especially to me. And it kind of starts, as we all know, starts that road to WrestleMania, which we'll be getting into in April and starting the year off here with the Royal Rumble.
And I have a little thing to talk about before we get in the Rumble.
Oh, okay.
Am I allowed to do this?
We're going to have a lot of things to talk about. We only have 4 matches, so we're going to have a lot of stuff, and I have something really important, and Quaddy's got something.
We get paid for certain times, so this is before SmackDown.
It is.
Correct?
Yes.
And SmackDown's taped on what day?
It is taped on Tuesday.
Okay, this is after the tapings.
Yes.
And we don't read spoilers.
We do not.
If anybody fucking comments me again with any fucking bullshit, any matches that are going to happen at Mania, any matches that are going to happen in the Chamber, any matches going to happen Monday after Rumble, the Tuesday after fucking SmackDown, the fucking Thursday after, who gives a flying fuck? I don't read spoilers for a purpose of watching it live.
Exactly.
Because I don't like reading things before it happens. It's like ordering Christmas presents before it fucking happens. It makes absolutely no sense.
It doesn't.
It's Easter Bunny, knowing what the Easter Bunny is going to give you. Easter Bunny is fucking real.
It is, I guess.
But it doesn't. It drives me up a wall when people have to know what happened before it happens. Like, oh, fucking Antonio Cesaro is going to lose to The Miz, and who gives a shit? I would like to watch it live, see it with my own fucking eyes, and then evaluate on my own. Not, hey, I know what's going to happen beforehand. Okay, that kind of just takes everything out of the match.
Definitely shows the impatience of not only wrestling fans, but just the fucking world. I mean, it ruins the specialness of anything to not being able. It's
like being the first to cover any breaking news. You have to be the first, even though if your information's not right.
Yeah, or even though a million people have said it before. Yeah. I said it first though. It's like, who gives a shit? Fucking let it happen. Good lord. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot more to say about a lot more things on this card as well. And we're gonna
thanks, Bella.
Oh, no problem. We're going to start it off with the WWE Tag Titles on the line. We had champions.
What about the U.S. title?
I didn't put it on here. We have the pre-show matchup with the U.S. title on the line with champion Antonio Cesaro and The Miz. I'm surprised it's just not on the card. Just put it on the fucking card. Nobody watches those YouTube matches. Nobody gives a shit. Just put it on the card. That's pretty damn solid. And they've built this shit up, too. They've had altercations with Cesaro and Miz over the past couple weeks. Put it on the card. Cesaro's going to retain the title, just so you guys know that. But put that shit on the card. I mean, well, it's going to happen. No, it's not because of spoilers. It's because of what's going to fucking happen.
Yeah, I have a feeling Cesaro's going to retain, too, just because unless they start moving him up to bigger title.
That's true. But we have the first match up here at the WWE Tag Titles line when champions Team Hell No go up against Rhodes Scholars. Looking forward to this one. This should be a really solid tag match. You got a lot of talent with both of these teams, and we had the stuff going on with Team Hell No graduating from their anger management course with Dr. Shelby, which was just fucking random as hell. They had on there Daniel Bryan looking hilarious with his slick back hair and his beard and shit. Just looking hilarious with the entertainment that they can provide. But sooner or later, this team is going to come to an end. Obviously, with everything going on here, showing that they're starting to get together, that's usually when they start to break apart and whatever's going to end up happening there. Rhodes Scholars is going to be the next tag team champions. I'm going to pick them to win here. I don't know if they're going to win here or not. They could keep them on Hell No. I could see maybe them turning on each other eventually and maybe having a WrestleMania match, which, God, I don't know. That's such a waste of Daniel Bryan, especially at WrestleMania to see that. I don't want to see that matchup, but I do want to see them separate because I'm kind of done with Team Hell No from what we've seen so far. Rhodes Scholars is going to be the next tag team champion, so in my eyes, it makes a lot of sense to do it here. Maybe we could start that, and they'd probably go to a Mania match or some shit, which I don't want to see that match. But I guess I'll go with Rhodes Scholars, the new WWE Tag Team Champions.
They're going to drop it here or Chamber?
Probably.
And if they drop it here, then I see both being in Chamber.
I could see him wait till Mania maybe, but it's just like, I don't know.
It's like, I don't know. They force it in, just not really necessary.
Ooh,
but
too much.
Sorry, PG.
A little bit.
But I don't know. I see Rhodes Scholars winning it, but then I also see Team Hell No winning it.
Yeah.
So it's really whatever you. I don't know. I'll go with Rhodes Scholars.
Yeah, it should be a pretty good matchup there for the tag titles. Next up, we have last man standing match for the World Heavyweight Championship featuring champion Big Show. Wait a minute. Big Show's not the world champion. It's Alberto Del Rio, because Alberto Del Rio defeated the Big Show in a last man standing match on SmackDown. Random as hell that they put that. Still, stop putting title changes on SmackDowns. Stop fucking doing that. It just is ridiculous.
AKA spoilers!
Exactly. And then we have to have WWE come out on WWE.com and tell you that that's going to happen. It's like, don't put fucking title changes on fucking tape shows. With champion Alberto Del Rio going up against the Big Show, it's great to see the Big Show not as world champion anymore because it went far fucking too long. Putting on Del Rio, you got his newly turned face thing that he's going with here. It's kind of just, it's kind of really cheesy. Kind of like what Miz is doing, just his face turn has been really cheesy and just having to just tell jokes, and basically that's all he's doing. But Del Rio, as the world champion here, to me, this is more signs of that transition of finally getting Dolph Ziggler the world championship, because they probably are going to have him, or want to have him cash in on a face. Del Rio would be that. They wouldn't want to have him cash in on a Big Show. Heel thing would kind of be a little not what they would be going for. But last man standing match on SmackDown was, pretty good. The finish was, they could have maybe found a different way to do it. Just the table. We've seen Big Show pick up fucking cars. If he couldn't just push the fucking table back over, come on.
He's too tired, bro.
I guess he's too tired.
Way too tired.
That's true. The work and the effort
Just,
put in the match, too much there.
Too much breathing.
For that. It's right. I'll go with Del Rio retaining the title here. Big Show's not going to have the championship probably ever again in his life. But we could see a cash in here. You never know. I'm with the theory now. I'm wanting him to wait for it. I'm wanting to wait till WrestleMania and have that first ever cash in. Somebody cashing in to win a title at WrestleMania. I would love to see that. I think it would be great for Dolph. It would really get him even more exposure to the main event scene, being on that big scale and big stage at a WrestleMania and, cashing in, becoming champion there. I think it would be outstanding. It would be a great moment. People would be freaking the fuck out to see that. But I could see it here. Last man standing, that kind of element that has these guys just beat the shit in this matchup. I could see a cash in after this, but I kind of hope they wait till WrestleMania to maybe cash in with Dolph, which I think would be really cool. But I guess I'll go with Del Rio, somehow retaining the title again. Don't know how the finish is going to come in this one, but I'll go with Del Rio, still the world champion.
You said Big Show's never going to have a title again?
I fucking pray to God he doesn't. Unless they make a retirement title.
I think you'll have one as like the competition eating somewhere.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he'll do it to you
maybe
next.
just a camo wearing competition title. Because he wears the shit out of some
biggest
camo.
douche known to man. Just, dude, you're past your prime, bro. Hang up them camos and get some big boy pants on.
That's right.
But I see Dolph Ziggler winning this.
Oh, going for the cash in tonight?
Going with
the cash in Sunday? All right.
You have to do it, because if you think about it, unless they wait till Chamber, and then you'll just be like, hey, Edge did this before.
Truly.
I have to go Dolph Ziggler.
All right. But would you have Del Rio retain the Ziggler cash in? Okay, that would probably make the most sense. This is where our conversation is going to escalate, at least in my eyes.
You think Victory
probably
Road?
Quaddy here. This is going to be some stuff for you. This is going to be one to bookmark, at least in... Quaddy might have something for you too, but in the J-Man category, this is something I'm fired the fuck up about. We have the WWE Championship on the line when you're champion, reigning, defending for over 430 days. Let me repeat that. You're reigning, defending champion, WWE champion in the year 2013 for over 430 days.
Would you ever thought that would ever happen?
Never. And we've said this a million times. You guys probably get sick and tired of hearing us, but it's something that just cannot go without being mentioned every single time. Your champion, CM Punk, going up against The Rock. I'm going to let Quaddy talk about this one first so I can finish this one out. Go right on ahead, Quaddy.
Okay. We have The Rock versus CM Punk. Man, I've never let off before.
No, yeah.
I'm very nervous.
Uh-oh.
Palms getting all sweaty. Okay,
Yep.
Let's see. Rock, movie star. Everybody knows who he is. Dwayne Johnson. Family's been in the business for 3 generations. Hell of an athlete. Played football at the U. Okay. You have CM Punk. has it for 400. Okay, I was thinking about this on the drive over. You had Cal Ripken play baseball for 2,000?
Something ridiculous.
Almost 2,200 games.
Yeah.
It's like bringing up somebody from the past, signing him, and then hey Cal, you did a good job. You played 2,000 games. You didn't break the record, but you go sell them. Why the fuck would you do that? You have CM Punk, the dude who is literally on fire, pissing people off, fucking being the heel that CM Punk is. And then you bring The Rock back and you're like, here you go, Rock, you get the title. That makes absolutely no sense of why the fuck you would literally pull out your dong and pee on CM Punk, spit in his face, and be like, dude, you did a good job for 400-something days, but you cannot carry the torch anymore. We have to hand it back to The Rock because, he's the Dwayne Johnson of Dwayne Johnson. We don't care anymore. Dude, Rock, you were a great wrestler at the time. You have to realize it's time. But hang it up. You have younger guys coming up that should be in this match. I'm glad this match is going on. I'm very excited for it. Yes. But, dude, you gotta stop. You gotta stop fucking bouncing back and forth. We're sick of it. CM Punk retained.
Quaddy could not have transitioned into my comments better. Spot on with what he said. Let me first get out of the way. This match is going to be fucking outstanding. This match could be the main event of WrestleMania in my eyes. This match is going to be better than John Cena and The Rock's match at WrestleMania 28 for simple reasons. It's going to be tremendous. Outside interference, talking about Shield can't get involved. All that stuff right now doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is exactly what Quaddy was talking about. You have The Rock coming in, the former talent that it has been great, and I love The Rock. I can't say anything more about The Rock. He's one of my absolute favorites of all time, just like all these guys, just like the Takers and the Trips. All these guys, I love them. They're what made me, like the Shawns and the Stone Colds, made me fall in love with the sport of professional wrestling when I was a little kid. But that's just the point. That was when I was a little kid. And the fact that we have this match right here with Punk and Rock, it's going to be tremendous for sure. But it brings up something that has been on my mind for so long, and it's just the fact that these guys aren't going to be around forever. All right, these guys like The Rock, these guys like The Undertaker, the Triple H's, the Brock Lesnar's, these guys aren't going to be there to be your special attraction type guys anymore. And for you to have him come in and for The Rock to win the WWE Championship 10 years later after he's saying how he said, I've worked 10 years to get to this point. Bullshit, Rock. And it's to the point. It's to the point to where I wasn't a guy who was pissed at The Rock for coming back and taking the spotlight and doing all this kind of stuff here and there, making his little appearances. It was fine. He came in at WrestleMania 27, hosted WrestleMania 27, whatever. Started the build-up to Rock and Cena. That match had to happen. People wanted that so badly. It happened. And now we're getting to a point to where The Rock is starting to fuck with things he shouldn't be fucking with. And it's really just the ideology of these guys. It's not just The Rock. The Rock symbolizes something of a past, of what's established and all this kind of things. And you have a guy like CM Punk who has literally scratched and clawed all by himself, was given and handed absolutely nothing to get to the position that he was. And now you're going to do this to him. You're going to give The Rock the title here. And whether or not, if CM Punk makes it to WrestleMania, it'll be a goddamn miracle. If he makes it past The Rock here, if they want to cop out and have him, get a bullshit win off some sort of distraction, DQ or whatever, and have him go to Chamber and lose it to The Rock there or something like that. The Rock's going to be WWE Champion going into WrestleMania. But that just doesn't change the fact of what you're doing to these guys. And, when I say that these guys aren't going to be here any longer, it's going to start to bring in the fact of where your development for your future is going to be and the present and future of what's going on here. When you tell a guy, like, what does this say to a guy like Antonio Cesaro, who's just came into the company, has been doing great, and, what if he gets to a point where he can be like a CM Punk, where he's scratching claw to get to that position and be like, you know what? We're not going to be able to do that because we need to feature these guys. We don't need to build you up anymore because you know what? You're not to the point to where people are going to think you're believable to be in a high-profile match. That's horseshit. What does it say to a guy like Dolph Ziggler who worked 7 years toiling around doing jack shit, finally getting a Money in the Bank briefcase and getting to the point where he finally can win a world title? It's bullshit. I mean, he's had to toil around to wait for these guys to keep fucking coming back in and doing this kind of shit. What's it say to a guy like Chris Hero, who's sitting on his fucking ass in Florida, in developmental. You got to have Chris Hero in developmental. That's like teaching the sun to be fucking hot or teaching grass how to grow or the sky to be fucking blue. I mean, come on now. Chris Hero is one of the best professional wrestlers in the world today, and it blows my mind. What's up?
What's Hero's name?
Cassius Ohno, sorry. It just blows my mind that you have talent like that has to wait. They just got to keep waiting for all these guys to fizzle out because sooner or later, these guys aren't going to be able to wrestle anymore. The Rocks and the Takers and the Triple H's, they're not going to be there. And after that, what are you going to be left with? You're going to be left with underdeveloped, underutilized, amazing young talent that is just fucking hungry to be in positions like the guys that The Rock are, guys like Triple H or guys like Brock Lesnar or The Undertaker. Those kind of guys are. You have to finally have somebody with the balls like CM Punk to step up and say, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm not waiting around to have everybody recognize I'm the best. I'm going to go out there and show and tell everybody while I'm the best. That's what he did. That's what he did with that promo back in July of 2011. And that's what he's proved to every single one of you, all the fucking sheep out there that haven't realized what we've known all along, that CM Punk is the best wrestler and the best thing going, and has been for quite some time. And it's just the fact that you got guys like Daniel Bryan who have to do stupid-ass fucking catchphrases to get over and can't just get in the ring and be the best professional technical wrestler that he can be. That's horseshit in my eyes, and that's just a problem that I've seen with modern day wrestling. That just is, it annoys the hell out of me. That this is your future. I mean, this and the talent that your future holds is fucking amazing. You got guys like CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Cassius Ohno, Antonio Cesaro, Dolph Ziggler. You just signed El Generico, who's one of the best performers in the world today. You got Richie Steamboat. You got guys like Cody Rhodes, Damian Sandow. I mean, the talent that is your future is absolutely amazing. And what's it say to all these guys that have to get set to the side for guys like The Rock to come in and take the WWE Championship after he's done jack shit for 10 years? It says fuck you to those guys. That's quite frankly exactly what it says to those guys. It's a spit in their face. It's a fucking slap in their face. It's everything you could possibly do to shit on your present and your future of your company that you're going to need to put out there and have work their asses off. And it's gotten to the point where it pisses me off. And it's something that we shouldn't just accept because this is the future that wrestling holds. Today was the present, yesterday was the past, tomorrow was the future. It doesn't, that fucking clock doesn't stop ticking. It's going to get there sooner or later where these guys can't be the focus anymore. And it blows my mind. And I could be going on some tirade that doesn't really matter. Maybe Punk holds the fucking title for another year. Who fucking knows? We can only pray for that. But the fact that he can come in here, 3-week build, go into Royal Rumble and take the title, and then, whatever happens with CM Punk after this is just... It pisses me off, and it really is starting to make me fucking sick that we're having these guys that keep coming in. You got Brock Lesnar and Triple H that might have another match. I don't give a shit about Brock Lesnar and Triple H anymore. Their time is done. I love Triple H. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I'm done seeing him. You don't use these guys against each other. You could use them to build up a young guy. That's fine, and then leave and let the young guy carry on in the future. That's not what's happening here, and it just irritates the fuck out of me because these guys are so talented and have to work so fucking hard to just make it into the business, let alone the business, not even into the WWE. And for what CM Punk, a guy like him, a man like him, that has done to get to the position he is fucking amazing, and none of you people even realize what he's done to get to that position. And my hat will always go off, Quaddy's hat will always go off to a guy like CM Punk who's gotten this far. It's unbelievable, and it just shows the amazing talent that he is, and it shows that he is our modern-day version of Shawn Michaels. It's exactly what it is. He's got the same attitude, everything that he's all about. That's exactly what he is, and if somebody's got a problem with what I just said about that, put a comment in the box, and we'll fucking chat about it, because I won't have a problem destroying your fucking ass talking about that. There's nobody that compares to Shawn Michaels. CM Punk's the only person you got close to it, and that's just a fact. What he's done, without belief. Thank you, CM Punk, for your title reign. If it makes it past Rumble, it'll be a miracle. If it makes it past Chamber, even more of a miracle. If he makes it to Mania, that'd be insane. But The Rock is going to be your new WWE champion, and quite frankly, it makes me fucking sick. That's just, it's just fucking sick. Just beyond belief. Let's pray I'm wrong. Maybe Punk can hold it, but it's going to be a great match, that's for sure. But,
how do you feel there, buddy?
I feel fucking good. I feel really fucking good about that.
I'm tearing up over here. Just
a little bit.
I'm just tearing up. About to make me cry, bro.
Thanks, man. Oh, God. Next up, we have the Royal Rumble matchup. Obviously, what everybody's going to look forward to, maybe not on this card because it looks secondary to the WWE Championship match. But obviously, the Royal Rumble match is something everyone looks forward to. The unpredictability of everything and everything that goes around it, the excitement of it. It is a 30-man. Obviously, they didn't go to the 40-man that they did in 2011. That was a little ridiculous. This one, to me, WWE has kind of produced it as looking extremely secondary on this card to the WWE Championship match, obviously, with what's going on there. So it's definitely not to the forefront as it normally is. You don't have the storylines kind of evolving around it. You don't have things here and there going on with it. You're kind of just going to have the Royal Rumble match, and it'll be the unpredictability that it is. You'll have the old stars. We might hopefully have a couple, returns from some guys that are hurt or, absent or whatever's going on there. Maybe we could have Christian. Oh my God. If we got Christian, that'd be amazing. Which would be fucking amazing if we had Christian's return in that, which I am looking forward to. Cannot wait. I don't know where the hell he was. Fell off a fucking cliff or something. Let's hope for that one. But to me, this looks like probably one of the most predictable Royal Rumbles since 2009 when Randy Orton won it. It was really predictable then. John Cena is going to win this match, and it goes back to what I talked about in the WWE title match, just to set up The Rock and John Cena for yet another fucking match that they're going to have. That's just what I'm talking about. These guys that need to be put up on the fucking pedestal to prove what they're all about. That's why, in my eyes, the main event of WrestleMania should be CM Punk and John Cena for the WWE Championship. That's your feud. That's the best feud of this era you have going, and you need to put it on that pedestal and tell everybody, this is the best thing we have going. That's what they did with Rock and Austin back in the 90s, and it worked perfectly, and it solidified that as one of the best, if not the best, feuds of all time. That's what I think they need to do here. They've had fantastic matches every single time they get in the ring. The Money in the Bank matches is one of the best matches of all time. It's crazy to say it, but with everything surrounding it, it is. And I think that would be, are you kidding me? If you put John Cena and CM Punk in the main event of WrestleMania, they're going to deliver beyond belief. And these are guys that are in the company day in, day out. Sorry, Rock, I love you, but you don't deserve to be in the main event of WrestleMania. It's just not the way it is. But it's looking like what we're going to be getting. And don't get me wrong, there's been talk of possibly doing Punk and Taker. I'd be all fucking for that matchup because you're using a veteran guy with a guy that can build off being in there with a veteran guy. They didn't do it in 2009 when CM Punk and The Undertaker got in there. Didn't work very well, but this time could be a lot different. But I'm going John Cena, winning this matchup here, going on to face The Rock at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. Cena Rock 2. Would it be twice in a lifetime? I think so. Twice in a lifetime. Maybe a Randy Orton heel turn in the middle of this match. Maybe you just punch the shit out of Cena or Sheamus or something. Look for Randy's heel turn coming up very soon. He's not going to win the Rumble. You'll probably look for a Randy Sheamus match at WrestleMania with Randy turning heel. Ryback's not going to win the Rumble. You got a bunch of young guys wrapped up that can't win the Rumble. The Cesaros, the Barretts who are wrapped up with titles. You got people wrapped up in feuds, younger guys. I mean, the only guy that pops out really not doing too much, you got Miz's and the Kofis. They're not going to be winning this. You could have some just outlandish surprise return, which would be, great. Maybe you have a Batista or Chris Jericho show up, but I mean, it's just nothing to set up for what's going on in the future. Right now, they have just solidified, in my eyes, what they've been looking at doing going into this WrestleMania and this year after what they did at last WrestleMania with John Cena and The Rock. It just gets too set up. Your winner of the 2013 Royal Rumble is John Cena.
I go round 3 now?
You're going round 3. We're just all about this shit. We're flexing our muscles today, aren't we?
I started off flexing in this match. Okay. You have, like, J-Man. Let's go back to that rant J-Man had. I feel like I just watched myself in the mirror, which was funny. But if you have John Cena win the Royal Rumble, that review, you may see somebody's head explode from frustration.
Quaddy, can we write it in the books right now? Will Quaddy be in his first review for the Pro Wrestling Halls?
I don't know. We don't know.
Will he? I don't know. People are going to have to stay tuned for that.
Surprise. You never
know.
Watch out. You never know where Quaddy.
Hey,
I'm just like fucking The Rock. I may appear
anywhere. He
just
pop up and do whatever he wants, right?
Yeah. I may come up with a box of Fruity Pebbles and just pour it all over somebody.
There you go.
But, back what I was saying.
Yeah.
You have Cena win it. It's literally going to the back of guys that have been there and that are trying to claw their... Like, okay, there's a ladder going up to the WWE company. You have Punk and them all with titles up top. Then you have Cena, who got knocked down. Oh, man, what are we going to do? John Cena fell down.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Who's going to help him up? Oh, all that Cena Nation. And the fruity... Hey, dude, you got knocked down for a purpose. You got to get your head out of your ass, out of Vince McMahon's ass, out of fucking off of Vince's dick, and realize you are not the best anymore. You wear jean shorts, you wear camo pants. You go, I have 3 moves of doom. I'm the best in the world. No, you're not, dude. You've realized you had your run. You need to slow down and realize your ego needs to get a fucking needle inside and slow down. If you win the Rumble, your ego is going to get twice as big. I don't know if his head can fit out the arena.
Probably can't.
His head on his shoulders.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I understood it.
Okay. But if it's just like a slap in the face of guys who've, like the Ortons, the people who have come back from injury, the people who are clawing to move their way up the ladder, and you're just pulling down your drawers and just crapping on all of them, saying, "I don't care. You guys are down there for a purpose. You guys will never be up here because I'm John Cena. I'm the quote unquote face of the company." No, you're not. We've bitched and moaned about John Cena before. You're done. If you win the title again, that's fine. But it's a slap in the face of people who are clawing their way up. If you win the Rumble again, you've been there already. What are you going to say? Your vagina hurts and you come back from injury? Or you ate a tampon and you said you got food poisoning? It makes no sense if Cena wins it again because he got knocked down for a purpose. He's been having these little pity feud. And it does look like he's going to win. And that will literally piss everybody off who are fans like J-Man, Ryan. It will piss all of us off because we know guys are in FCW or NXT or whatever you call it down in Florida. They're trying to get their ways up. And if Cena keeps doing this, they're going to have to go somewhere else to get on TV. Which is sad to say because you have guys down there that if you put on a one-on-one match, no gimmicks, no nothing, and let them wrestle, they will walk all over John Cena.
And nobody out there gets to see it. Just like how nobody even recognized who the fuck CM Punk was until he cut that promo. Nobody knew who the hell he was. You gotta give him time to get on the fucking screen and develop a relationship with your fucking fan base and get in their fucking minds and let them do shit. There's so much fucking talent right now. They're just blowing people's minds. Didn't even forget to mention just Rollins and Ambrose, too.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys. They're gonna blow your fucking minds the next 10 to 15 years and just... You keep giving us these guys. We don't want it anymore. Stop fucking insulting our intelligence. Jesus. Are you done with yours, too?
Well,
all right.
It's like saying, okay... Like J-Man said, Taker at WrestleMania. That's Taker's thing.
Yeah.
That's why we will never see Taker with another title. Because he has finally realized. He has finally... I've never met Taker. I'd love to meet Taker. Very intelligent guy.
Yeah.
Realized, okay, dude, I got one match. I got to get prepared for one match. That's it.
You know what he does with that one match? He usually makes it the match of the year, too.
5-star match.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because Taker realizes, I've done my duty. I've laid the road for the guys to come up on.
That's right.
Now it's time to step to the side and let these guys go.
Yep.
And I would love to see Taker continue on, but he realized he's getting up there in age. He has a family to live for. Winning this, I couldn't even tell you. All I gotta say is if John Cena wins it, oh help me God, there's gonna be something fucking crazy happening Sunday. In the studio, in the dungeon, wherever the fuck we are. I may get arrested.
He might. He's been known to do that. He gets crazy and
I'm
shit
Costa Rican,
happens.
bitch.
Shit just goes wild. Should we wrap this up? I think we just caught everybody just completely off guard on this preview.
Hold on. I think we dropped some. Oh, it's a pipe bomb.
Oh, there it is. Was it a pulse pipe bomb?
Pulse pipe bomb.
There it was. Right
First,
there, ladies and
first
gentlemen.
one ever we've done.
Whatever happens, whether or not titles change, Rumble winners, whatever's going to go on, it's going to be extremely fun to watch with whatever happens. It's the Royal Rumble. It's unpredictable. It's exciting. It's going to be great. We're going to have about 15 fucking people over, I think. It's going to be crowded as fuck down here. It's going to be wild, rambunctious. Wish all you guys could be here with us. I'm sure a lot of you would love to be with us for that.
We should start selling tickets.
We should start selling tickets down to the Pulse Dungeon.
Yeah.
We'll sell for, I don't know, like 50 cents. Something like that. 25
I
cents.
guarantee you if we put on like an auction, people will be like, that's a quad though.
As long as you vote for Beat Eddie J's videos.
Yeah.
And shit, all that kind of stuff. You gotta go vote for that shit.
Oh yeah, hold on. If
that?
you don't know what I'm talking about with the tampon eating thing, that's a new cinnamon challenge. I swear to God, if I have to do that, I will punch
People
them.
eat tampons?
I'll show you the video. But
Oh, I don't want to see that.
hey, surprise! Hey, we have a surprise Sunday. Get ready for it.
Uh-oh, Quaddy's got a surprise for you Sunday. This will now wrap up our WWE Royal Rumble 2013 preview. Be sure to check out our review, as Quaddy's talking about, after the pay-per-view Sunday. For my partner Quad, I am J-Man, and thank you for watching another edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse, the Pulse, professional wrestling world.